Good morning. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching the F&O Show on Bloomberg Quint Live, India's first digital live streaming business news service. I'm Navneet Saluja D'Souza.
Good morning, Navneet. Good morning, everyone. I'm Darshan. First, the headlines. Markets are off the day's high after making record highs ahead of the weekly options expiry, which is there today. IndiGo Aviation and Wipro are among the top F&O buzzers as traders take fresh long positions in the counter. Reliance Industries is the top gainer on the index after reports said that it mulls selling a minority stake in its refining business. The company also reports its fourth quarter numbers today. And Jet Airways falls as much as 34% intraday after the company suspended its operations temporarily after it failed to secure emergency funding from lenders.
All right, those are the top headlines for you at this hour, but let's also tell you what's happening with the markets. We opened at fresh highs for both Nifty, Bank Nifty, even for Sensex, but from those higher levels, some bit of selling pressure has kicked in. Remember, today is also the day for the weekly options expiry, so you can expect a bit of volatility when it comes to Nifty and Bank Nifty. Currently, Nifty is down almost 16 points. Remember, support today has been coming from Reliance Industries, a heavy weight, almost with 9% weightage on the index, and the premium on the futures has also fallen from those 30 points to almost 13 points, which is clearly telling you there is some bit of selling at higher levels, which is kicked in today. Bank Nifty on the other side has also hit fresh highs, but from those highs of 3,600 thereabouts, it's fallen to levels of 30,424. Premium 2 has fallen from 70 levels to about 35 levels for Bank Nifty. But let's see where the expiry take place. So far, when the market opened, it looked like 30,500 could act as a good base for Bank Nifty, but right now it's trading below that. Just want to highlight the Nifty put call ratio. It was inching high. If you looked at Wednesday's close, it went up to levels of 1.82 on back of a lot of put writing which was taking place in the system. But today, some bit of cool off will be there, but do watch out for the Nifty PCR. Also, the volatility index in the month of April, though the markets have been scaling high, Nifty is up somewhere about 2%. India volatility index is inching very, very closer to its 52-week high levels of 22.8. And in today's session, right now, it's up almost 4% in trade. Let me just tell you which are the most active strikes that you should watch out for. As of now, for the weekly expiry, which is today for Bank Nifty, it is 30,700 call and the 30,400 put. Let's see if 30,400 can be protected in today's session. And whereas on the Nifty, which is just flashing on the screen, I think, Darshan, the key point will be whether the expiry can take place above that mark of 11,800, and the bulls and the bears will be fighting out for that today.
Yeah, it is. The markets did manage to hit record highs. We've seen that before, and the market then corrected significantly. The thing that you need to watch out is that, it's only certain stocks which have managed to... Reliance has managed to move up. TCS has managed to move up. So those two, when they are moving at levels of almost 8 lakh crore market cap, Reliance is almost there, is above that. TCS is almost reaching there. The mid caps and small caps are actually bleeding, so that's the problem. So if Reliance fails today, that could be a problem for the market. But let's take a look at some of the stocks which which will be in focus today. Watch out for counters which are seeing high open interest build up. So you have IndiGo, which is seeing open interest build up of 23% on the long side, trading at record highs because of the Jet Airways crisis. The ADAG group is under trouble today. Reliance Infra and Reliance Capital, both of them are down on high open interest build up today. Wipro, despite a weak set of numbers, it's the buyback that has managed to hold on to the counter. It's up 2%, and the big surprise is Tata Motors. Despite all the negative news that has come out, it's managed to hold out. The recent news and the rally that happened, it started with the China PMI data, and yesterday more China data news came out, which was positive. The economy seems to be moving ahead, and that's causing Tata Motors to move in higher. So it's rallied almost to more than 100 rupees from the recent lows. In terms of open interest drags, you have again led by Reliance Power, which is seeing long unwinding. Open interest is down 4%, but the counter is down 10%. PC Jewellers is interesting. From it was up almost 7-8% and now managed to cool down to almost down. It was down 2%. DCB Bank will come out with numbers today. It's very interesting how that will react because it's moving from a range of 120 to 205. Lots of numbers floating around in terms of what the results could be on both on the either side. And Hero MotoCorp will auto be a revival. Hero MotoCorp and Bajaj Auto of late have shown a little bit of traction. whether they will hold or no is something that we need to watch out for.
Okay, a lot of stocks moving around, but key stocks that we will be discussing with our experts on the show are Reliance Industries. The company will be coming out with its numbers and a lot of news surrounding that, whether they will sell 25% stake in their refining as well as the petchem business, which is the cash cow for them. The other one is IndiGo, which has hit once again its fresh highs today. The stock's up almost 13% for the week. And Max Financial, there's a big move coming in there. It's the in terms of movement, it's the highest move that we've seen for the stock futures, at least in today's session. Some reports suggesting that Axis Bank could acquire large stake in Max Life. Remember, Max Financial is the holding company for Max Life. Darshan.
Okay, so before we get a guest on the show, here's a reminder: if you have any queries regarding the futures and option market, you can call us on 02245404141 or write to us on Twitter, Facebook with the Ask BQ hashtag. Let's welcome our F&O experts for the day. Ashish Chaturmohta from Sanctum Wealth, he's here with us in the studio, and Aditya Agarwal from Way to Wealth Securities joins us on the show. Good morning to both of my guests. Ashish, I'll start with you. What's the sense that you're getting in? I don't think you have a Nifty or a Bank Nifty strategy, but overall, what's the sense that you have if someone wants to take any kind of position or take, should they wait this week out? Should they participate in the market? What's the sense?
Good morning, Darshan. So the broader setup is positive, although we are seeing some profit booking in today's trading session, and whatever up move we are witnessing or the kind of sideways trend, it is because Reliance is up because of the index contribution of almost 11% of Reliance in Nifty, and that is one stock which is up. So as you were rightly mentioning, because of the kind of market capitalization, but otherwise I think the general sentiments are in a sideways trend, and I think the good part is index, after hitting its all-time high, is still consolidating above 11,700 zone, and if you look at put writing, it has shifted from 11,500 to slowly and gradually towards 11,700. So considering that that fact, I think 11,700 itself is going to be a key support for the market. Now if we manage to sustain between this 11,700 to 11,850 kind of zone, then I think eventually one can expect a decent breakout at an all-time high zone, and that can extend towards 12,000 to 12,200 kind of levels. But for that, I think 11,700 need to be protected on downside, and if that's a call, then I think any dip towards 11,730, 740 would be a good opportunity to initiate a long positions in the market.
Okay, so on the downside, Ashish is saying watch out for 11,700 on Nifty. Aditya, you also don't have any strategy on index for the day, but tell us, what are the key levels that you will be monitoring where a position can be initiated?
Well, morning. Now, if we see overall structure for the market, and as Ashish mentioned, overall structure is looking bullish. But yes, we have seen a rally of almost 200-300 points in last 3 trading sessions. So we may see some profit booking from these levels. And if we see last Tuesday's session also, then Tuesday's rally was primarily on the back of banking sector. But otherwise, overall in market, some profit booking was there. And today we are seeing that long unwinding pressure across the board. So I'm expecting the Nifty may test 11,700, 11,680 levels. And from those levels, again, we can see some fresh buying. So from these levels, 60-70 points correction can come in markets, but again, as overall structure is bullish, then this kind of correction can be used to initiate long positions. On higher side, I'm expecting that Nifty can test 12,000 to 12,100 levels in next couple of trading sessions. So any decline from these levels of 60-70 points, it can be utilized to initiate long positions.
Okay, that's the view that's coming in. Aditya, which are the stocks that you want to talk about today?
Well, Dabur is our top pick. Means if we see Dabur, then this stock has seen a good correction, and thereafter for last 1 or 2 weeks, stock is trading in a narrow band. But now we are seeing from lower levels, if we see, then 390, 395 is a very strong support zone for the counter. So at current levels, it's a good buy where risk reward ratio in favor of buyers with a stop loss of 392. Long positions can be initiated with a target of 440, 445. Another buy recommendation will be in DLF, but it will be a buy above 185 levels. If we see DLF, then this stock saw some sharp correction from 205 to 110 levels, and on lower side it tested 176, 177. From those levels, a small pullback was seen. So overall structure for DLF is still not distorted. Stock is still looking bullish. Above 185, one can initiate long with target of 198, stop loss of 179. A sell call will be in Bajaj Finance. If we see Bajaj Finance, then now at higher levels, stock is struggling in the range of 3050 to 3100 levels, and we are seeing some long unwinding pressure around those levels. Now stock has corrected a little bit in today's session. So if any pullback comes, stock comes in the zone of 3035, 3040 levels in futures, then that's a good time to go short with a target of 2950. On higher side, my stop loss will be 3075.
Okay, 2 longs and 1 short call coming in there from Aditya. Ashish, what about you? You've got 2 shorts and 1 long.
Yeah, so I think, as far as long is concerned, SRF is one stock which is looking good to me. This is one stock hovering near its all-time high, but with a very, very high OI base. And we have seen decent rollovers in last 3 series in SRF. So I think here one can expect the rally to continue towards 2580, 2600 kind of zone. 2450 would be my trading stop loss for going long into SRF. As far as short idea is concerned, I think Bharti Airtel is given a good breakdown, and we are observing some heavy short build up in the stock in today's trading session, almost to the extent of 6-7%. So clearly I think this kind of heavy short build up with a range breakdown clearly indicates that stock might slip towards 320, 318 kind of zone. 345 should be the trading stop loss for going short into Bharti Airtel. And again, Syndicate Bank has given a fresh breakdown on a weekly chart, and I think if you look at again here, you are witnessing some heavy short build up. So this could be initiated as a short idea. 42 would be my stop loss for going short. 37, 36 and half could be a short-term target one can expect in Syndicate Bank.
Okay, that's the view that's coming in. I'm just looking at some data, Navneet, and it's very interesting that, when last series was the one wherein, some of these mid-caps, high beta mid-caps managed to rally, they have all corrected. So, you have the ADAG group, which is down 20-25% in this series itself. You have GMR, which had rallied, which is down in trade. Jubilant Foodwork is down, DLF is down, NCC is down, Yes Bank, all of them are down anywhere between 5 to 10%. Jubilant Food is down. But I'm very surprised at the movers.
PC Jewelers.
Yeah, PC Jewelers is up 70%
yes,
this
for
series.
the month,
so,
yeah.
There's no comments.
It's a beaten down counter.
Yeah, it's a beaten down counter. But interestingly, autos has managed to rebound very smartly. Tata Motors is up 37%. There is Maruti, which is up 12%. So when people thought that everything was going wrong and when they came out with weak set of numbers, Maruti has rallied almost 12%. People have not even noticed it. Lupin, which actually has moved out of the radar of everyone, is up almost 13% this series. And then there is TVS, which has rallied 11%. Motherson Sumi, which people thought everything could go wrong, is up 9% in trade. Hero has rallied almost 7%. So auto as a pack, I'm seeing smart moves. At least some of the names which and it's moving slowly. It's not that except for a Motherson, which had a big move on Monday or Tuesday. Others have actually managed to move up very slowly. That they've moved off the radar, but they've given good returns, at least as far as the series is concerned.
It's getting reflected in the Nifty Auto Index, and we did have a discussion, I think, on day before yesterday and after a countdown show, where the analysts are also saying that probably the data which has come from FADA, now they're saying the inventory levels, at least for the two-wheelers, have come down from those 100 days to 50. That remains to be seen, at least for the month of April. We'll see how the numbers pan out. But very interestingly, Darshan highlighted the Reliance Group stocks, which is the Anil Ambani. Reliance Capital was down 7% day before yesterday, and Reliance Capital today, just pull up the intraday chart, it's almost at day's low. I'll come to the stocks that we have to discuss with our analysts, but very quickly, Ashish, it's a move in the last two sessions. The stocks corrected now to levels of 157. What are the charts indicating? Is it a breakdown?
Yeah, it's a clear breakdown. I think heavy short build up, and I think stock is trying an attempt to retest the recent lows which it created, but at least 130 is on cards, and I think that's a significant down move one can expect from current levels in Reliance Capital. As far as aggressive traders are concerned, I think they can keep 157 as a trading stop loss for going short into Reliance Capital.
Okay, let's move on to the stocks that we want to discuss. Reliance Industries, that's one of the top gainers as far as the markets are concerned, and that's pretty much holding some bit of steam in the market in a rather dull market. It's up 2% in trade. Results there today, but a couple of positive news coming in terms of stake sale to Saudi Aramco. That is something that has helped Reliance move up in trade today. So, Aditya, what's the sense? What should one do? Let's leave the news aside. Based on the charts and based on the F&O build-up that's being seen, what's the sense that you're getting on Reliance?
Well, if we see Reliance Industries, then structure of Reliance is looking quite good. Means for last few days, stock is trading in a range of 1320 to 1420. That is a broad range. It is trading for last couple of weeks. And from lower levels, again, we have seen a good rally in the counter. Yes, today it opened with a gap, and today we are seeing some profit booking from higher levels. I think if this profit booking extend and the stock comes in the zone of 1355, 1350, again, it's a good level to re-enter into long positions in Reliance with a positional stop loss of 1320. On higher side, I'm expecting the stock can easily test 1420 to 1440 next couple of trading sessions. So structure is positive. Use this tip to initiate long position in the Reliance Industries with stop loss of 1320.
Okay, in terms of options data, also maximum OI concentration is at the 1400 call. I think the next level that the market will be watching out on Reliance will be the 1400. The other one is IndiGo. It's hit its fresh highs once again after hitting in Tuesday's session. And remember, jet loss is turning out to be a big advantage for InterGlobe and also SpiceJet. So right now, open interest up 23%. The futures, Ashish, are trading at a discount. But what a move it has had. Just for the month of April, I guess it's up some 13 to 15%. What should one do if they've already taken a position here?
So I think we had also recommended the stock, and I think it has given a very significant up move. But as of now, we are advising traders to book some gains because we have seen a very massive up move, and now the OI is very significant. Look at today's OI, almost 23-24% kind of OI addition has been witnessed, but the price move is 2%. So which indicates that at higher levels you are seeing certain shorts getting built up, which is clearly getting indicated through the high OI addition which we are witnessing, but that is not getting reflected into the price up move. So I think clearly some shorts are getting active at these levels, so it's better to book some gains on the long side of the trade at these levels.
Okay, the last stock that we want to discuss is Max Financial. It's up 6%, and news coming in from one of the media reports that Axis Bank is looking to take stake in the company. It's done well, at least in today's trade, not on a monthly basis. Ashish, what's the sense? Max Financial, what's the view that you're looking at?
No, I think this can do good because this is one of the stock which has been underperforming, and this is only today's price move which has given some kind of positivity after a long consolidation which the stock was witnessing. So I think the OI is significant, the price move is significant, and the technical pattern indicates there's a kind of an inverted head and shoulder formation which is being visible in Max Financial at these junctures. So I think up move towards 500 is on cards. One can keep 445 as in trading stop loss for a positional target of 500 zone in this stock.
Okay, that's a good move coming in on Max Financial in the back of those reports. But pull up the intraday chart of Dewan Housing. Just want to highlight the stocks come out of the ban period for today's session. It's almost down nearly 5 to 7% now at day's low, and in fact it was higher 2.5% in Tuesday's session. Aditya, what do you make of the move? It is out of the ban, which is indicating that the traders are just going out there to create fresh shorts here, but what are the charts indicating?
Well, if we see DHFL chart, then stock is not looking very weak. Means stock has seen a steady rally from 100 to 170. So we are expecting some profit booking in this counter, and this profit booking may extend towards 152, 153 levels, and that is a very strong support zone. If stock breaks 152, yes, in that case we may see some more correction in the counter. In that case, we stock may test towards go towards 140 levels. But as of now, I won't be going short in this stock. Stock is already down 7.5%. So risk reward ratio is not coming in favor of sellers at current levels. If stocks breaks 150, in that case one can go short with a target of 140, but at current levels I will avoid any kind of a long or short position in DHFL.
Yeah, financials are taking a hit. Even Indiabulls Housing Finance is down 5% in trade. Yes Bank has managed to correct 4%. IFCI has corrected. So financials as a pack, and remember, these stocks were very strong on Tuesday. I think a lot of people, technical analysts I spoke to, they started believing that there could be a big move that could come in. The move could continue. That's reversed. Ashish, what's the sense? Dewan Housing, Yes Bank, are they looking weak, or is this an opportunity to start accumulating?
No, I think if you look at Indiabulls Housing Finance, it has seen a fresh breakdown, but there was a good support at around 825 zone, which we have seen as the stock breaking today. So I think a dip towards 774 is on cards. But if you ask me whether one can go short, the risk reward is really not favorable because there is a 18-20 rupees downside which is possible. But at the same time, if one has to keep a stop loss, that would be in a range of 815, 820. So the risk reward is almost 1:1. That will restrict me to create any kind of short positions. But definitely if you're on the short side of the trade, then ideally one should keep 810 as a trailing stop loss. Wait for a dip towards 774, 773 to ideally book gains on the short side of the trade. But definitely the broader structure of all these three names, at least in a short term has reversed, so there can be some 3 to 4% correction from current levels in these names.
Well, it is the last trading session of the week, and you can clearly see that selling pressure coming about. As Darshan was highlighting, the broader markets have succumbed to that selling pressure. The small cap index is down as much as 2%, mid cap is down 1%. And mind you, all the sectoral indices from the likes of realty, PSU, banking, metals, remember the Chinese data was pretty good. Still, there is some selling pressure seen for Nifty Metals Index, which is down 1.7%. The sole gainer, by the way, is India Volatility Index. Now it's moving with the market direction. It did touch in today's session its 52-week high. Let me just quickly take one or two queries which our viewers have sent on YouTube. We've got a query coming in from Tamil Selvam. He's planning to buy Canfin Home 330 put strike for premium of 2 rupees. He just wants a view whether he should be initiating this position as he expects the stock to fall down to levels of 330. So let's just pull up the stock and see where it's currently trading. Aditya, I will take this query to you. Will you suggest our viewer to take 330 to buy the 330 put strike at current premium is actually 2.8?
Well, definitely means one can buy put option in Canfin Home. Means if with this stock is trading in a range of 350, 370 for last couple of days, and stock has given a breakdown below this range in today's trading session. So I'm expecting that stock may see some correction. It may test the expected level of 330, 328 in next 1 or 2 trading sessions. So yes, structure is looking slightly weak, and short positions can be initiated current levels. If someone wants to initiate short position in futures, then with a stop loss of 346, one can go short with target of 330, 328. Otherwise, one can buy put options to take the benefit of the correction.
Okay, Ashish, anything apart from the stocks that we've discussed looks interesting on the charts to you?
I think Petronet is forming a good base. If you look at Petronet, this is one stock, for the last couple of few trading sessions has created a base around 237, and in today's price volume activity we are witnessing, OI is coming down and prices are moving up, so clearly shorts are trying to cover up their position. Keeping 238 as a trading stop loss, I'm expecting stock to hit 250, 252 in next 3 to 4 trading sessions.
Okay, that's Petronet LNG for you. Aditya, what about you? Anything interesting popping up on your screen currently?
Well, Tech Mahindra is one counter which is looking good from these levels. Means the stock has given a breakout today above 798, 799 level, which was a strong resistance zone. And we are seeing some long position getting built up. The stock has added almost 3% shares in OI in today's trading session. I'm expecting the stock may test 828 to 832 levels in next few trading sessions. So with a stop loss of 796, one can go at long at current levels with target of 828 to 832.
Okay, Just Dial is another counter which has actually corrected 4% in trade. Aditya, what's the sense that you're getting in on Just Dial? Are you seeing weakness in the counter?
Well, stock is looking weak. I mean, so if it breaks this 565, 568 kind of a zone, then we can see some good correction in the counter. It can test 540, 535 levels also. But I will wait for any pullback to initiate short position. Stock is already down 4.5%, 5%. So my stop loss will not come into picture as stop loss is quite far. So if it comes in the zone of 582, 584, that's a good level where one can go short with a stop loss of 599 levels in this stock. On lower side, 540, 528 will be the target.
Okay, pull up Wipro. Remember the earnings had come and the stocks reacting to that, and also the buyback was announced here. There is some open interest gains seen 10% higher, and the futures are currently at 285. Ashish, that buyback price of almost 325, keeping that in mind, do you think somebody should initiate a position here?
So I think I'm not very comfortable with Wipro. If I have to take a bet within the IT basket, that I think I would clearly go with Tech Mahindra, which is showing very clear signs of positive up move. I think on upside stock is poised for a move towards 830, 835 kind of zone, and 790 is a good base which the stock has created in a shorter term. So keep that as an trading stop loss for going long into Tech Mahindra.
Okay, that's the view that's coming in. Apart from it, some of the other counters today, REC has managed to move up. On the short side, Bharti Airtel has fallen almost 4% in trade. So
Ashish had a sell call in it, right, Ashish?
Yeah, at a sell call. I think this stock is giving a good breakdown with a very high OI build-up. So maybe 330, 328 is on cards in a very short term.
Okay, one final call. I think we can take one stock before we end. Idea is down 7%. It has had a good run, at least for the past few days. Today, at least on the F&O side, it's down 7%. That's what I can see. It's 4% down on the spot price. What are you seeing, Aditya? Any sense on Idea Vodafone? What should one do?
Well, again, means if we see idea, it may test 1530, 1540 level. So we can see some in 90 paisa to 1 rupee correction in the counter. On higher side, if we see then 1750, 1760 is the resistance level. And from those levels only, we are seeing some long unwinding pressure. Still, we are not seeing any short position getting built up as the stock is already trading in a range. It's trading in the range of 1450 to 1750 for last couple of weeks. So probably it may again come towards 1530, 1540 levels. But at current levels, I won't be going short in idea. If someone is holding short position, they can continue to hold short and look to book profit somewhere in the range of 1550 to 1530 levels.
Remember, the stocks entered into the ban period for today's trading session, currently down almost 3% in trade. And clearly, from those higher levels, there is some selling pressure, profit booking, which has kicked in the markets. Across the board, there is selling pressure for both benchmarks as well as the broader market indices. On that note, we'd like to wrap and thank both our experts who joined us on the show today, Ashish as well as Aditya. Thanks a lot for joining us and have a good extended weekend.
Okay, with that, it's a wrap on this edition of the F&O Show. Keep watching Bloomberg Quint. But for more updates on the F&O space, you can also check our website, bloombergquint.com. You'll have all the data points that you're looking at if you want to learn futures and option market. But with that, from Navneet and me and the entire team that made the show, thanks for watching.